Yeah, I don't see it. Right, a couple reminders as we get going. First of all, if you can say your name and affiliation before you ask your question, that'll be appreciated. And if you can, please direct your question by name to Coach Bennett or one of the two student athletes that are on the dais. And a reminder that there's no video to be taken in the press conference room. If you'd like to use the video of the press conference, you can download that later from the NCAA Digital Media Hub, or you can hook into the electronic media boxes in the next room over. All right, St. Mary's with an 82-53 win over Indiana. With us in the postgame press conference, head coach Randy Bennett and student athletes Logan Johnson and Tommy Kuhse. Coach, congratulations. We'll start with your opening statement, and then we will open it up for questions.
Yeah, thank you. And we played well. So that's one of the things I told our team is enjoy this thing and you got to play well. And I think they're really focused on that. And so we shot it well. I thought after the first 10 minutes, we defended well. First 10 minutes, I didn't think we were great defensively. But after that, we did. And then I think we warmed down, and I think all the factors came into play with them playing Tuesday and having to travel. But I don't want to negate the fact that our guys played well. When they needed to play well, they played well. So proud of them. Indiana's a good team, obviously a great program. So we understand what just happened, and we beat a really good program, and moving on to the second round.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. We're going back there first.
Okay. My question's for Tommy.
Name and affiliation, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Andy Dekoff from the Portland Tribune. Early in the first half, there were a couple of flop warnings on the team. Technical foul comes in, but overall, the team is, the St. Mary's just struggling a little bit to establish momentum. But then coming out of that, the team comes back. So what kind of happened in the timeout as that technical foul was called and as the team sort of regrouped there?
Yeah, I think it's part of it's just not playing in a week. There's a little getting your legs back under you and getting a little bit of rhythm. But we had a lot of confidence in ourselves coming in, and we knew, hey, just keep our composure. We'll be all right, and just keep fighting through. And we did. We had a breakthrough late in the first half that got us a little bit of a lead, and then the second half we played really well.
Keegan Nixon with thehoosier.com. Logan, you have a possibility to play against your former coach in Mick Cronin if UCLA were to win. How have you seen yourself kind of change and evolve as a player since you transferred from Cincinnati or played at Cincinnati, and what would it mean to play against or possibly beat Mick Cronin?
It would be a cool experience, I think, but, I've been at St. Mary's for 3 years now, so everything's different. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed the whole process of getting better offensively and helping my offensive game grow, and, of course, carrying on what my foundation is defense. But just continuing to get better offensively, I think, for sure.
Dustin DePierac, Bloomington Herald-Times. Tommy, Logan, for both of you guys. I mean, Coach Bennett obviously mentioned just how you guys defended better. What do you feel like you guys did better, and did you notice a difference in their legs, basically, at that point? I was getting hit. Well, mainly me. I was getting hit on a lot of screens early, not fighting to get up. And once we adjusted that, I felt like that it helped the game tremendously. It helped our rotations from our big, even being able to cover down with the guard on their big. So I feel like once we changed that, we were able to take advantage of our defense and do what we do.
Yeah, Steve Kroner from the San Francisco Chronicle. Randy, you obviously know the history of St. Mary's basketball, and you mentioned in your outset that you know what this means significantly. Has your team ever played a more complete game against a team of Indiana's note?
I don't know. That's a good question. We played well against Gonzaga. And they're, I would say they're in that same grouping. So I don't know. We played well though, and against a very good program, and yeah, I think it's that simple. So hopefully we're ready to roll and play in the next one.
For Tommy and Logan,
Name
you
and
guys
affiliation.
mentioned- I'm sorry, Tom Bruce, Sports Illustrated, Indiana. You guys talked earlier. You hadn't played since March 8th. It had been a while. Is that rest versus rust thing? It's always a factor. How long did it take for you though, just to kind of get that out? And did it sort of parallel with the score of the game and the way it flipped too?
Yeah, definitely. Indiana's a really physical team, so the combination of being off for a couple days with that got us off balance a little bit at the start, but we were able to match their physicality going forward and really separate a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like once we got, you should see our practices though, starting with that with physicality. No, we just continue to do what we do and buy into what we do, and that's grind ways out and find ways to get the job done. I felt like that's what we did.
Coach Jason Quick with The Athletic. Can you speak to the evolution of Logan since he's been at St. Mary's to where he is now?
Yeah, he's become, well, he's a good leader to start with. And the longer he's been in here, it's been more and more and more of his team. And his leadership is tremendous. Like, we don't have to tell him what to say. He knows what to say. He's one of those guys. So both these guys have been really good on that. But where he's evolved is he's slowed down offensively. He can make plays now and on balls. Both these guys can. They both have evolved. But Logan, this is only his third year in our program. His first year, he didn't play a lot. He didn't have enough time to get reps of what we're doing. And as he has and slowed down, figured out how to play in on balls and be patient, he's become really good. So he's really good tonight. But that's where he's gotten better. He could always defend, but he's gotten better there too. These two guys, we have a lot of things that have gone right to help us get to where we're at, but no more than these two. Like, these two became very good guards, and down the stretch, we had to play against some really good guards, against USF, against BYU, against Gonzaga, and these guys held their own or outplayed all those teams' guards, which is why we bumped up another level as a team. 100% why we bumped up.
Quick check of the Zoom room. If there's anybody that wants to ask a question, please raise your hand, and we'll come to you after this next question.
Jeff Rabjohn, Speaks.com. Logan, this is for you. That margin, that's Indiana's worst NCAA tournament loss in 101 NCAA tournament games. Not only did you guys win, but it was at a historic level. I'm curious, why do you think you guys played that much better than Indiana tonight?
We're a gritty, not pretty team. Like I said, we're going to find ways to get it done. And we know once we get going defensively and especially offensively, that's when teams are in trouble and they really find out what they're stepping foot into. Because, anybody can say what they want. Oh, St. Mary's is a small school, St. Mary's this, mid-major this, mid-major that. And you don't really know until you step foot into the arena and you realize it's 5-on-5. And you have to defend us just like we defend you. So I think that's just a testament to Coach B and the culture he's established in us. And, yeah.
I just want to add something to that. Like, I know Indiana won't use it as an excuse, but the situation they had is tough. Like, they're just playing Wyoming. They're trying to get that win. They just finished their conference tournament. They really didn't have any chance to prepare for us. Like, those two teams, we played well, but those two teams are more even than that. And they just had no chance. They're flying yesterday, and then, I don't know, they'd maybe be able to walk through it one time with their team. Those are just, it's hard to guard us if you can't get a prep on us. And then we were able to get a prep on them. So if you're wondering if rest versus playing however many games they did in a short amount of time and flying across the country, there's no question it's an advantage to be resting. But you still got to do it, and you still got to play well. There's a lot of pressure on the game, first game of the NCAA tournament. So we did all that, but they were. You could see it on their faces. They were gassed, like probably at halftime, and then they got too big a hole. So anyhow, let's set the record straight on that. That's how that works, and we were in the better spot going into that game as far as a situation to be in.
Jason?
Jason Quick, The Athletic. Coach, yesterday you said if there's one characteristic that defines this team, it's toughness. And Logan, you say you guys are gritty, not pretty. Where does that get instilled? How did that get instilled, this toughness, into this group?
Is that for me? Take a shot at it, Kuhse.
This guy to my right has a lot to do with it. I think when he showed up on campus 3 years ago, our practices took a step up because he'll go at anybody. He'll challenge you. He'll make sure you're on your game every single day. And so having that as a part of your program is huge for us because we've gotten so much better from, I think about when he's got here, but even 2 years ago from when this team really set on our journey. We go at each other every day. We say iron sharpens iron. So the more we do that, we just get better and better every day.
Do we have any other questions? All right, gentlemen, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow for press conferences, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have Indiana momentarily.